Good morning, my friends. How have you been? I hope everything is really great. That you and your family are having very positive days. Here's Gwen Ferreira from Florida with more updates for our Clean Water and Peace organization. Okay, so here we are. So this video is to motivate everyone to have up to 8 children and teens at their homes, right? Because we really need to end orphanages. How is that? There are too many, and you have to apply as soon as possible to adopt those children and teens. Everyone that's ready with the documentation needed according to the present rules and guidelines of your own country already do it, okay? And you also submit a proposal to the government to don't accept any more children teens, and also to close them down as soon as all the children teens will be adopted. All right, if you have time, you can be in charge of that and volunteer for this cause the whole day, every day. Some people are home because they already have income, or they have some time off when they work online, or they're retired, they already have their income, or they find a way to volunteer 1 or 2 hours every day, even that they work out, even that they already have children, teens. Some people really can do it, in one way or another. So my friends, please help me. For many months I was getting up for o'clock, so for us to get this work of the organization, our peace organization, ready. Okay, so I hope you can do it, or early in the morning or in the evening. Put the children to bed early, 8 o'clock sharp. They're already sleeping, already told the story, they already brushed teeth, everyone had dinner 6 or 7, or 6:20 or 6:40, whichever time you come from work. Get organized and help us every day, 1 or 2 hours, okay? All right, so let's say a few things. So number 1, if you adopt a child or a teen or a few children or a few teens at your own country, you're going to follow the rules and guidelines, already apply online or in person, and already get what is needed and adopt them. Get organized, bring them home, and, following, of course, everything that's needed, that's asked. Some people might ask to see your house if they have a proper bed, and already get them home. Okay, of course, organize your house before you receive them. Leave everything ready according to the organization. Do your 2 days cleanup of your house, and when they come, they already have the basics, and then you go with them, buy proper clothes and shoes, all right, and put them in the school. Right next day, you have up to 2 days to bring them to school. So already get organized with the school they're going to study. Already ask which documentations you need. They have everything ready, because you have up to 2 days to enroll them at the proper school that your own children of your own neighborhood are going to. All right? Or you can walk if it's one close by, right? You can walk, go to a private school, go to a public school, whichever you have, you have 2 days, okay? The best one, of course, okay? All right, but no cars, no family cars to bring them to school. So you have to get organized. Or you walk, or if you have to get a urban bus, or already invite teachers to open a new school at the church, because we have so many churches that will close down. So we have to open many schools. All right, so get this organized, and when you adopt, you already know what you're going to do, which schools you're going to put them at, all right, because they cannot be homeschooled. Okay, they have to go to a proper location. All right, so now number 2. Okay, to follow the peace organization rules and guidelines, the basic is the same, right? You're going to follow what is needed to adopt them, and what is needed to bring them to a local school. Choose a school, cannot be cars, need to walk, okay, until we have more schools open in the area. You can walk or bring them in a bus if it's really needed, or already apply to open a school close by. So all this is the same. It's just the documentation that I'm going to tell you how we work with the peace organization. Okay, instead of going to the regular courthouse to adopt those children teens, so number one, you will apply and adopt straight with the adoption center. If they have online to do it everything first and show all the original documentation in person. You already go, you can join like the videos already posted, the play days, right? It's every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those 4 days, they are open to the public every morning, from 8 to noon or so they can play together. All right, the parents are not eating with them, so it won't get a lot of food involved, nothing of that. So they will leave before they eat. Okay, so they have to leave until 11:55 or so. Everyone is at the door leaving. And everything else I said, it's the same as the videos I posted a few months ago. It's just the documentation and this process, this few things I'm saying here, that's an update. All right? Okay. So you apply and adopt it straight at the adoption center. You're gonna, do it, all the paperwork I'm going to tell you right now, and already have the inspection of the house, with the mini videos and pictures taken, and without any cuts. The video cannot have any cuts, all right? That person registered, put on your account, and then you can bring the children home. Hopefully in 2 days, the following Monday or Tuesday, you can already bring those children home. If you go, for example, Thursday, gonna be a team. University team or people from the own center to check those homes. Hopefully the university teams. Yes, let's do that. The university couples, register university couples gonna have a checklist, right, for a home inspection. All right, and to do the videos, the mini videos. That one gonna be large without cuts. This video have no cuts. All right, so as soon as you approve for that home with the home inspection, 10 pictures and 1 straight video needs to be fast. From the street to the house, check everything and go. So you need the 8 beds, for children, the ones you adopted. You don't need the clothes because they have clothes at the center. They can bring the one they're wearing and one more, that's enough. The next day you go buy some clothes, some shoes, already according to the dress code. Don't buy too much at once. Make sure they're comfortable, that's really the proper clothes. Make sure they try the clothes on the stores. Don't avoid buying online unless you already know the site, because some have the shirts that are too short and things like that, okay? So here, it's that you adopted them. When you adopt, you have 2 days, 2 complete days to register the university. Bring everything, ready, give the new name. You're gonna do that at the university, not the courthouse. All right, so you're gonna register your children's new name there. All right, you're gonna bring their documentation, your documentation, everything that's asked. Okay, their birth certificate, that it matters for them to change their last name. Okay, everyone gonna have only 2 names, the first, the last, that's it. All right, okay, so all right, at the university and at the school, you have up to 2 complete days. So if the children came in the morning, afternoon, that day does not count. You have 2 following business day for those children to go to the courthouse with you, their whole family, your spouse, your own children, the adopted ones, everyone. Go to the university, not at the courthouse, because that's already the peace program. So you go to the university to register their names, change their last name of the adopted children, and basically is that, give basic information, so you're applying. And this paper afterwards gonna go to the city office. Okay? All right. So you do that. And you have also 2 business days to bring your children to a local school. without any family car. You can only walk or take a bus if needed, because some of you might do it before the 4 weeks and some of you might do after 4 weeks. Some schools is still not open yet, okay? All right, so organize yourself and already know where they're going to be studying. If that neighborhood is during the 4 weeks, then it's different. You're going to be with them home during those 4 weeks planting food, all right? And soon after the 4 weeks, you have up to 2 days, okay? Depending on the situation you will be at, because we have thousands of children to adopt. You're not waiting for the last minute. Get it done, okay? All right. So, you already adopt, you already have them. At the university, that's what you're going to fill up one paper of one side with this information I'm telling you here right now. Gonna be first and last name for everyone. Everyone already have the last name, no more. Everyone birth date and everyone country number, such as United States is called Social Security, So we're going to see if we're gonna use that same name or not. But is the country number put there. If that child does not have, leave in blank, because some countries, they only have that country ID when they're 18 years old or 16. Children usually don't have that number, some countries, okay? All right, get that done. You're going to place what was your previous income, until that moment, because might be already peace points or people might already still having money, receiving income somehow from work or retirement plan, whichever it is. And you're going to put your address, and when you move to that location, all right, you write it down, complete address. Attached to that, you have to bring the paper from the adoption center. That the child was authorized and under your name and this and that, and also the paper of the house checkup, the house checkup. And the last paper will be the paper you're going to receive, in up to 1 hour or so, because they're going to do many groups at the time. So people will sit in a meeting room or in the auditorium. They're going to do many families at the same time. So you're going to bring these 4 papers home, okay? So which papers are these? You're going to attach them, have a stamp on all 4 of them. You're going to have the stamp of the university. The capo in charge going to sign, okay? Long ways, their first and last name. You're going to have that stamp. All right, if the university already have the embosser stamp, we're going to use already embosser stamp. If they don't, they use the stamp they already have, okay? All right, so I'm going to repeat the 4 documents that you're going to bring home after the courthouse. The number 1 is the paperwork, a copy, right, that will become an original. The same paper you did for the university, that paper. They keep one paper, and you're going to keep one paper of all these 4 documents. All right, the number 1 is the university, right, you just fill out. The number 2 is from the adoption center, authorizing those kids to go home. The number 3, the home inspection, and who needs to sign 2 couples, one that really was there and another one that will support check the video. So you need 2 couples, one couple from the adoption center and one couple from the university. And the document number 4 is the final university approval, right, of the name change. That's how basically it is. It's a simple thing. It's registration and name change. That's it, okay? So you're gonna have 4 originals to bring home of this 4, 1 original of these 4 documents, and the university gonna also keep those 4 documents that will become original, because they're gonna stamp and sign each one with blue pen and blue stamp, okay? They have to buy a blue padding if they don't have the embosser stamp, because embosser stamp gonna take some time. We need to authorize and have a proper number for each location. Okay? All right, that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you which documents, the peace documents you need to give to the adoption center. You need, in a peace program, you need to bring your own birth certificate, right? Or another document that, like a country document, an important document. And you need to bring your marriage certificate, okay? Because if it's the peace program, you can only adopt if you're already married, all right? Okay, so you're gonna bring these two documents. The third one, it's your income. What was your income, such as work or own business, or work with others, or own business, or retirement plan, or savings. You have a lot of savings. What is your income? All right. And bank statement for the last 4 months, for them to have an idea, because the person might be rich and don't have income. That's okay. If they really have enough, they have to support themselves. Okay. The number 4, it's a document that you're gonna write yourself, that you don't have any previous criminal. You didn't die, you didn't kill anyone, you didn't don't have any crime under your name. All right. So you write that down. And the other one, the number 5, it's and then you're gonna write your own paper. One is a local police record, and one is your own, talking about the same thing, that you never kill anyone, you never hurt anyone, you don't have previous crimes, okay? So these two documents are exactly the same. The only difference that one is from the local police office and one is your own words. Sign, and you need someone to sign beside you as a testimony. Depending on your age, if you're married, gonna be your spouse. All right, your spouse. If you just got married in 6 months or less, need to be someone else that really know you for a long time and will say that sentence. Can be not family member, but can be a neighbor, a friend, or I know this person for that long, okay? All right, I really trust that person, okay? All right, so those are the documents. And then the 6th documents is the following visits. This document, you're going to fill up the basics, that's on the top. And for everything else will be the dates. The following 20 visits. This paper going to have a space for the following 20 home visits. What that means? They have to come 2 times a month, not without appointment. So you're just going to say that you're home every day, Monday to Friday, which time, and Saturday and Sunday, which time. And the couple in charge will come on those days. That's probably going to be one of your neighbors, somebody close by, because other people cannot come to your neighborhood, right? So the first 2 visits going to be people from the university or from the adoption center. They're going to get that job just for these first 2 weeks until we are more organized and people from your own neighborhood going to sign up to do this job. The first 2 visits, yes, they can come in, all right? So you're going to have 20 first visits. All right, twice a month without a schedule. You need to have really consistency on your schedule. For example, Monday to Friday is easy, right? So you're home every day from 6 to 6:40, for example, before you go to school. They can come on that time. Yes, they can. Or in the evening, you are home every day from 6:20 to 7, because then it's dinner time, it's not good anymore, right? So they will come any day that on this time that you wrote it down, you're available. All right? So you need to be home. You have to be organized. For Saturday and Sunday, that's how it's going to work. The university and the adoption center won't come on these two visits. They won't come Saturday and Sunday because it's going to be too hard. They're going to be with their own family. They're only going to come these two first visits during the weekdays. Okay. This first visit, they have up to 6 days to already do the first visit. Okay. The university and the adoption center couple. Okay. All right. So the other visits that gonna be from your neighbors, yes, they can come Saturday and Sunday to visit you. Okay. All right. And you're gonna write it down. If they're working with you at the garden, they have to come for 10 minutes. Visits are about 10 minutes. And they're going to make a list of observations that how you treat your children and how you seen, or on a bus stop or in the Saturday morning work and things like that. Okay? All right? So, and Sunday, you also have to organize yourself. So you're available. You need to give about 40 minutes, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, and for Saturday, gonna be, maybe 1 hour in the afternoon, 1 hour in the evening, and then with time, I'm gonna give more details on a Saturday and Sunday, how that's gonna work. So the couple does come to your house, but at this time, they're only gonna check stay at the living room, they're not going to really walk around. They're going to talk to the children just to make sure the house is organized and done. Visits are only 10 minutes. Only the first two visits from the university and from the educational center, yes, they're going to see the children's room, make sure you really bought the clothes and shoes. They already have, at least 5 sets for the school, right? According to the weather that you have in your country at this time. They're gonna make sure they have shoes, they're all neat, organized. So yes, they come to the house. Your neighbors, the following ones, they're just gonna look the living room and the children teens room. Make sure the clothes are neat and organized, the shoes are properly neat, have checked the kitchen, that's no dirty dishes, and that's it. In even 10 minutes, let's talk about 10 minutes. They're gonna ask some questions to the children, the teens, your own and also the adopted, and also to the father and mother, all right? All details, we're gonna say which question they can ask, which question they cannot ask, gonna be said afterwards. Each visit gonna have a piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper that look exactly the same. We're gonna see if we make a carbon paper, so it will be easy, so they can do check marks and, write yes, yes, yes to everything, like shoes are neat, clothes are folded. Hamper it's a half or clean or empty, no dirty dishes and things like that. The house is organized and neat, the kitchen is organized and neat, and the bedrooms organized and neat. Okay, done. All right, you keep a copy of that visit, and the person in charge keep a copy of that visit. They have a folder, and once a month they turn in all those copies to the university, the couple that's visiting. Everyone in that neighborhood. That might be 2, 4, 8, whichever, how big or how many it's needed, okay? Basically it's that, all right? Okay, my friends, let's get ready, right? Oh, that will be really awesome. Okay, we are going to give details afterwards about, which crimes the person did on the past that can be accepted and which ones cannot be accepted. So if the person stole or did something wrong or how long it was, we're going to give details on that. But everyone that has no crimes already can do it, get it done, adopt, and bring the children teens home. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some details on how you're going to give these 2 statements, the one from the police and the one you're going to write yourself. From the police, you're gonna go to your local office, you're just gonna ask them one paragraph said in your own language, and soon after one paragraph written exactly the same in English, that you do not have, any previous record. If you have any, they have to say when that happened, okay? And in yours, you're gonna write the same, because you have to be honest. Sometimes the police doesn't know anything, but you're gonna be honest and write and put the year that happens, all right? So for the police is decided. It's just two simple paragraphs, yes or no, and in your own language and in English. Date, two people sign, two stamps, ask and say that's important. And you can also get other couples, some neighbors or somebody that is doing the same as you, so you can get it done, because might be different for them, but it needs to get done, all right? From the police right now, the existing police of your own country. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you how you have to write your own statement. Yeah, for now the word will be state of dignity, own state of dignity. You're writing for yourself. All right, so now I'm going to tell you how you're going to write your own state of dignity. You're gonna write for yourself, nobody else gonna sign, okay? All right, you in charge of those words, nobody else. You're not going to have testimony, all right, because that's not needed, because they're affirming what you already wrote, and that's hard, because people have many years without knowing each other. A person that knows you for a few years does not know you for the whole life or for everything you did. Okay, so that's the title, on state of dignity. And then gonna have numbers. All right, number 1, I did not kill anyone. Number 2, I did not shed blood of anyone. So you didn't hurt anyone, a point to shed blood. Because some parents, yes, did spank the children, but you cannot shed blood of your own children or anyone else in any situation. Number 3, I did not steal from anyone, and I was not a corrupt person. Just to be simple, corrupt for government, for anything, or for the company work, okay? All right. Number 4, I do not owe money or objects to anyone. So you don't owe books to the library, don't laptops to the library, you don't owe books or materials or machines to anyone you know, and so on. Number 5, I do own my residential house or apartment. That's important. You have to own. For the peace program, you have to own, okay, your house or apartment. If you're doing this statement before, it can be rental, but not after the organization launching day. Number 6, I did not do bankruptcy for the last 4 years. All right, bankruptcy, because here United States is legal. I don't know of any country in the whole planet that does that thing. I didn't have time to search it up, but you already know we don't want people, because some people, they spend money that didn't have, purchase things that they didn't need, and then they file for bankruptcy. So that's not right. So that's number 6. Number 7, I do have monthly income for the following 2 months for food and monthly fees for all my needs. Okay, so I'm going to explain how you're going to do that. You're going to have 2 columns. One column going to be for 1 month, right? For 1 month, the items I'm going to tell you. And the second column going to be a little title, 2 months. Okay, so 2 different columns. All right, so let's start with the easy one. The first one is electricity. So this one is going to be bullet point, so a little big dot. Electricity, for example, I'm going to just say my reality here in Florida. I pay $40 a month. For 2 months, you're going to put 80, right? Now, next objective point, big dot, water, 20 a month. And for 2 months, 40 a month. Internet, another dot. You're going to put my reality here is 100, and then you put 200. Next dot, big dot, objective point. Residential community fee, monthly fee, if you have any. So in my case, I don't have. So you're gonna, when you don't have that fee, you put a 0 and a / on the top of both, the column for 1 month and the column for 2 months, okay? And then you can list any other that you have. You can add 1 or 2 more bullet points. And then comes food. Food for family, total of what? 8 or 10? How many? If you adopt 8 children, you're going to be 10 people. So you're going to put an estimate according to a reality. For 1 month, how much would be for supermarket? And for 2 months, how much will be? This, even that we're going to plant our food and hopefully gonna, have soon, but just to have an idea, you need some money on the bank for this, all right? Okay, so this does not include clothes, because clothes you might get for free. If you have extra money, you get it, or they might bring less or more clothes, or you have some clothes already purchased, okay? So we're not putting clothes, no clothes, all right? Not the value of clothes. Okay, so you're gonna put the total for the 1 month, the total for 2 months at the end of each column. Done. All right. Now number 8. I am a respectful, polite, organized, and kind person. Okay, so that is very important. All right, so that's number 8 and the last one. The only improvement, let me already say, just change the number 6 with the number 7 to be even more positive. Okay, all right, we're doing really great. We're gonna do better afterwards in a more positive way, but for now this is fine. And that's the end of your letter. Now, how are you gonna sign? You're gonna get a notary. That, yes, the person that just saw that you're signing. So in some countries might be a bank, might be another courthouse, or just get something simple. That's not testimony. That's called notary. All right, just the person that saw that you really signed. You're gonna put your ID, number at the end by your signature, your whole name, and your whole name according to what is the law now. If you already change, you already have a piece name, you put your piece name. If you don't, you don't, okay? Put whichever it's the law at the time you're signing that, okay? So I repeat, you're gonna notarize by someone, it's not testimony. If it's too hard, get one of your neighbors to sign, it's fine. Get your spouse to sign, that's fine. But that's not called testimony. You're not putting the word testimony in there. Just put the word notary, okay? All right, if it's too hard, because some countries, I tell you, you have to get an appointment, you have to pay money, you have to get 1 or 2 hour bus to get to the proper location. It's only offered downtown and things like that. The city is huge, buses are crowded. So just get your spouse, one of your neighbors, one of your friends to sign. Okay, in front of this word, notary, all right? So you're gonna have, I'm gonna repeat, first and last name, really properly written, first and last signature extensively, all in blue, okay? This letter you're gonna write, you can type and sign, or you can handwrite with blue, and sign, that's fine, one way or another, okay? And you're gonna have your country number, such as United States is called Social Security, all right? Okay, you're done. That is your own state of dignity. Put the date, and that's it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you if you're divorced, right? I said a few things before, but I think I have a quick improvement here. If you're doing before the organization launching day, hurry up and already make a proposal to the court order to have the total guardianship of your children, teens. Okay, you already applied that, get it done. When you're at the peace organization, you just go to the university and get it done the same way in the same day. All right? Okay. When you're bringing the documentation to the adoption center, yes, you're going to bring 4 reference letters. And I'm going to explain you now how you're going to do these reference letters. You're going to have 2 paragraphs, right? So the first paragraph is your own language. The second paragraph is everything exactly the same, translated. Everything is translated, all is in Google Translator. So everyone, we're sure. We go there and we make sure the person did the proper translation. Write the paragraph, already translate and print. Okay, whichever place you can do that, at your work, at the local library, university, adult education, whichever location you can do it, get it done. All right. So these reference letters, you're gonna put on the top, right? You're already gonna print what? 4 copies. You need 4 different people. 4 different people to sign that. No spouse, no father, no mother. All right. This is other people. Who can sign those 4 letters? On the top of that letter, just gonna be your main title. That's it. That's all you can type. The people needs to handwrite, okay? And of course you have to be by a computer, so they translate their words right there, okay? They have to be clearly written, okay? Handwritten. All right, okay? All right, so the top part you can type. The rest needs to be handwritten. Why is that? For us to make sure those people really wrote those letters and not, was not fake. All right. So the title, it's like that. Reference letter to the adoption center. In regards to, and then you write your name. Okay, first and last name. That's it. All right, so I'm going to repeat. Reference letter to the adoption center. Put which one you're going. Yeah. Located at. You're going to put the address, the name of the center, and address of the center. Okay? In regards to, and then you put your name, first and last name. All right? Okay, doing great. All right, so you're going to give to 4 people. You can already print 6 if you don't know who. All right? Already plan. No, sorry. Just print the 4, only 4, because you're not wasting money, right? Or paper. Print 4 already, talked ahead, call those people, and who those 4 people can be. I'm going to tell you right now. They can be your work manager, owner, co-worker for at least 1 year. Okay? I think that's fair. All right. If it's a friend that's a neighbor or a friend from church, whichever friend you had before, also needs to know you for at least, let's say, 2 years. Okay? And they're gonna tell you exactly what they can say. They are not going to create stories. So, for work, sentences that can be written for work. All right? So, I see that this person, put your name, it's always on time, it's always polite, respectful, it's always helpful, works well, fast, depending the words, those are some sentences they can write. It's very organized, the desk of the table, most as possible, that of course have to fit in that page and leave space for you to sign, but most as possible. And they cannot lie, but they can tell the truth. The desk of the person, the counter, the work counter of the person is always organized, or if you work outside, does a neat job and things like that, okay? The person is always positive, is always enthusiastic, have always a smile on the face when he or she arrives at work, things like that. All right, so now I'm going to say sentences for a friend that needs to know you for at least 2 years. Okay, cannot be father, mother, sibling, or spouse. These 4 letters from other people. All right. So from a friend can be basically the same. Can be, I know this person for that long. We have been bringing our children to the park together, or we have been playing outside at our own community or playground together for this amount of time. You know, you're gonna say what is really true. So you're gonna give details. Oh, we play at the grass, we play at the playground, or we went to the restaurant a few times, or many times, or we did field trips together, or I see she's, like you're gonna say, or we did things together, or we know each other since high school or since college. Gonna put the year. All right. So now, for all these 4 letters, need the following details. When you met the person, month and year. If you don't know the month, because some friends are really old friends, right? You just put more or less the beginning of the year, end of the year, something like that. Okay, the year. You're gonna write it down, the year. All right? And where you met the person. That's another thing. We met at a park, at school, at university, and as a neighbor, whichever. Where you had done things together, because maybe you met at work, but afterwards were going to the park with both family children together, or did something else, right? So where, most recent months, right? You did things together. You did things together. How often you met? Every month, every week, every day, how often. How often, it's mostly for the last 4 months. So, for the last 4 months, you start a new sentence. For the last 4 months, we met at this or that location, and how often was. Every week, every day, as I said, once a month. Cannot be twice a year. That's not really a friend. You need to meet the person at least twice a month. If you really did big things together, such as park or field trips with both children, or the best would be a work indication. All right. And then you're gonna the person will write reference person's name, first, last name, sign extensively first and last name, complete address, complete email, complete telephone number, and if the person have WhatsApp, need to install WhatsApp. Every reference letter need WhatsApp, because the people need to call for free. Need to call for free. All right, everyone ask the person, can you please install WhatsApp for this reference to work? All right, they have to agree with that. They need a phone number, right? Because email, they can check emails, but it's mandatory for the adoption center to have volunteers and be checking those people. Call for those references. What you did, okay? All right. Basically, it's that. So, your first priority is try work references. Those are the best, even, for example, if you have a worker that you don't work for a year, but before that you work for a few years, that can work as well, right? We don't see each other for about a year, but when the person works, most a year, no more than a year. I think 1 year is reasonable. Was always organized, was always happy, and everything else I already said. Okay? All right. Thank you. All right. I have a complement here to say for your statement of dignity. Okay, so you go back to the number 8. You know that sentence I wrote? I am a respectful, polite, organized, and kind person. So you're going to add So you put period and you add this following sentence I'm going to tell you right now. I did watch all videos posted about adoption. The ones for parents and the ones for the director of the adoption center. Staff, sorry. Okay? So this way we are sure the person have an idea what's going on, and with this last update. Okay? And soon after, we're going to have everything at the website. Going to be easier for people and make better videos just with the written information. I did watch all videos posted for adoption from the Peace Organization. I have to put there the Peace Organization, okay? All right. Okay, so now I didn't tell you need one more paper, one more piece of paper. So, okay, that will be the number 10. Because the reference letter, it's 4 letters, right? So that's number 6, 7, 8, 9. You need to give them 4 reference letters the way I told you, sign. Properly signed. Okay, so you have those 4, right? And now is the number 10, the document number 10. This document is an interview with your own children and teens if you have any. All right? Okay, how that works. This interview will be without your presence, okay, without the parents present. Okay, so this will be an interview with the children. Yes, the parents are present, sorry, but everyone is facing the camera. So the children will be behind the parents on the top of a chair or a bench, or the parents can sit on the floor and the child stands up. The child or the own teen stands behind them. Okay, and then the person from the adoption center gonna ask maybe 10 or 20 questions. We're gonna give the questions afterwards, who motivates the children to eat healthy? I don't know if I post already that video, but who motivates the children to clean the house? Who motivates the children to do the laundry, right? This is important. Who motivate the children to have the bathroom clean daily, right? Shake the towel or clean any hair. Who motivate the children to have the kitchen clean daily? Okay? All right. So basically things like that. Who motivate the children to go to bed on time, to get up on time, things like that. All right? Go to school on time. All right? Okay? All right. Okay, so the couple that is interviewing the parents, own children, and teens gonna have a piece of paper and they're gonna do check marks. Yes, 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 and put the child's first name. And then the teen, yes, 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 and under that column, gonna put the teen name. All right? To be easy. So let's leave on the beginning of each line bullets or numbers. Numbers is better for each question. All right, and we're gonna put more questions after. At the end, on the right side of the paper, you're gonna make 5 columns because most of the family gonna have up to 5, no more than that, right? If you're gonna adopt 8, okay. All right, so I think that will be plenty. So leave the columns, and on the bottom is space to put only the first name of the child and age. Name and age. Name and age. Name and age. All right? For all of them. Okay, great. So you add that paper and you're gonna each check mark, positive check mark, gonna get a point. If it's the father, it's the P. If it's the mother, it's an M. If it's both, M first /F. So one might be the father, one might be the mother, the other one might be both again. All right? And then you're gonna add the points. How you add the points? Under each line of each child, you're gonna add the points. Okay? All right? That is not to hurt anyone or, but for people to have an idea. They do good things at home. Now, for people that does not have children or teens, of course, we're not going to have such interview. But they just check that they have that paper and they write, gonna be a blank paper, that's exactly the same for everyone, but on the bottom they're just gonna sign a statement. I agree that I will do all the above statements with my adopted children. Because some are elders and they live alone, right? Okay? So they just write that statement. If they do have children, so the father and the mother will sign that statement. I agree that, they just put a signature because already typed. I agree that I will do all the above items with my own children, with my adopted children, teens. Okay, even that the person that lives alone don't have any children, but the statement is already written, so they write both first and last name, they sign first and last name, they put the date and their own address, just so we can have some handwriting of the person. Okay? Done. Oh yes, of course, the interviewer couple also sign that paper. Okay, so you're gonna have 2 signatures for the parents, because of the peace program nobody can adopt if they're single anymore. So you're gonna have 2 spaces, father and mother, and 2 spaces for the interviewing couple from the adoption center. All right? Okay, on the back of that interview needs to show something from that center. The playground, or the window, that go through if in case it's raining, but be outside the most as possible. And this video will be short. Okay, so you have the video, and because it's a couple, right? One person is doing the video and the other person is filling up the paper. Okay, what each child gonna be talking. Okay, and we're gonna have the proper form at the website. People just gonna be printing them. So all this is more for the volunteers that gonna be helping us to type and have everything ready. Okay, great, my friends. Now I have some more updates for the item number 8. You know that sentence, I am a responsible, polite, organized, and kind person. And then you're gonna say the other sentence, right? That you watch all the videos. Okay, so now I have more sentence to add to that same place. So you're gonna add, I am enthusiastic and energetic person, and I am enthusiastic and respectful person, and I will play 20 minutes daily with my children, teens. Okay, at least 20 minutes daily with my children, teens. When you write the word play, between parentheses, you can also write, it needs to be play only, okay? Yeah, because even teens, they need playtime. We're not putting the word talk. Talk, it's another 20 minutes or 5 or an hour, okay? Play, it's play, talk is talk, okay? All right. So, play time, okay? So if it's raining, can be inside, right? You have some positive games that you can do. You can even do basketball. No neighbor's gonna complain because it's just about 20 minutes, all right? If it's noisy, 20, 25 minutes, and then you can play another 20 minutes another time if you are during this 4-week at home or Saturday and Sunday. If it's not raining, of course, you're gonna play outside. So go to the pool or have consistency. So during these 4 weeks, try to have consistency, whichever you're gonna do. So 4 times a week, for example, go to the pool, and the other 3 days you're going to do something else. Have consistency according to their age, of course. You're going to play basketball, you're going to play volleyball in a circle, you're going to play at the playground. Some days you can attend more the little ones, some days you can attend more the older ones, right? According to their needs, and have adjustments. So don't adopt children that are too far away in age. For example, 3, 4 years old, and then you're going to adopt 18, 19, 20. That's going to be too hard for this playtime. And then you're going to have 40 minutes. Okay, if you want to do it, that's fine. But you're going to play 20 minutes with the little ones, and then you're going to have another 20 minutes with the older ones. And then going to be 40 minutes for all those years until the older ones get married. That's fine. You just have to be organized and have 20 minutes for some and 20 minutes for the others. And when you play with the older ones, you have to make sure the little ones are well attended. Who is watching them? They're close by, playing by themselves, if it's inside the house. But if it's at the pool, for example, how you're going to play with the older ones. Or you play at the pool with, focus more on the little ones, in a good location, and communicate with the older ones. All right, go see who can swim faster, how many seconds you're going to get, just like a pretend, because you're not going to have a watch, right? And probably you're not going to have your cell phone with you as well. But you can count in your head while you have your little child right there in your hands, okay? So things like that, or really with a life vest, if you have older ones to give attention, okay? So this is very important. You have to plan ahead how you're going to do these 20 minutes playtime with them, okay? So relax time is different, family time is different. If you go on Saturday afternoon or Sunday the whole day to a state park, a national park. So make sure you already have a plan, what you're gonna do, how you're gonna do, and so on, okay? All right. Okay, dear volunteers, so basically it's that. If you have any proposals, because in my head I already have quite a few improvements, but type the best you can. And for any improvement, you write in a highlight. Yeah, I think that will be the best. You highlight the proposal that you are making, okay? Or you make a comment at the end. All these forms, you can make a comment. This and that, but if you're already sure, you already put the proper, the improvement, you just highlight for me to really see the change you made, okay? Or if you're working with me at the library here in Martin County in Stuart, you already can ask me and already type the proper way, print 2 copies and give it to me for us to put on both folders. Everything we have 2 copies. One to keep at our filing, our file cabinet, right? And the other one we're gonna use, okay? And then we can download at the website as soon as possible. Okay, my friends, thank you so much and I see you soon. If you're not doing the form, but you have time, you're volunteer, adopting or not, you're volunteer, already send, if you already have your own 8 children teens, right? So already send the information to all universities you can in your own city, own state, the best you can, or different countries, right? For them to have that information, the videos, the link of the video, send an email to them. Right? You can also, for the university to be ready with these needs that we're going to need them after the organization launching day. You already have the date, just get organized and invite them. You're also going to send the link of all those videos related to Adoption Center, private ones, public ones, in your city, in your state, other countries. Search online and send to 10, to 20, 40 different places, right? Help us out to share these words of the Peace program. Okay, my friends, I really appreciate your cooperation and get ready for the organization, the Peace Organization launching day.